Okay, so some breaking news. Diddy has been hit with 4 new breaking lawsuits. And these lawsuits are different because all of these 4 people are not hiding behind John or Jane Doe identities, which is fine for one to do. But these people are giving their government name and are going into detail with their lawsuits. These have all been filed because of the Gender-Motivated Violence Act about to close in March. The suits filed in New York all detail similar allegations of SA, with accusers claiming they were drugged and subsequently subjected to acts against their will. The GMVA was granted an amendment in 2022 that allowed survivors whose claims were previously time-barred and file a suit against their abuser. The first suit against Combs from Arastelia Benitez, who lived in New York in 1995 at the age of 20, a sophomore at New York University. She was employed by Pepe Jeans, a Tommy Hilfiger sister brand, and was invited by Andy Hilfiger to a party at a restaurant where Combs was present. She was seated next to Diddy and was given a non-alcoholic drink, after which Combs allegedly forcibly groped her and fondled all of her private areas. She claims to have been rendered unconscious and awoke in the back of a cab hours later with no recollection of how she got there. The fare had been paid and she noticed her groin area was sore. Upon the suit claims she had her V completely violated by Diddy and his associates. Who are these associates? Another plaintiff, Justin Gooch, claims that he was 16 years old in 1999 whilst living with his grandparents in New Jersey. In January, he visited the popular New York City club tunnel where he met Diddy. Combs allegedly invited Gooch to one of the club's bathrooms, and once inside a store, he gave him ketamine, proceeded to completely anally violate him without consent. After the incident, Diddy apparently asked if that wasn't so bad, was it? And Justin was only 16. The third lawsuit is from Leslie Cockrells, which filed the third lawsuit regarding an incident that occurred in 1999 when she was 24. She ran a scouting business in the music industry, and during that summer she went on to one of Combs' parties in the Hamptons, along with the artist Jay Stone. Thinking it was a good networking opportunity at the party, Diddy offered her a drink, touched her as he gave her a tour which was packed inside and outside, and there were naked people everywhere who were engaging in stuff together. What? And after a second drink she began to feel lightheaded and was guided to her room to lie down. During this in and out she woke up to Diddy completely violating her V, and when she came she was sore and she was told not to tell anyone what happened. A fourth lawsuit was filed against Combs and VH1 by Kendra Hafoni, who worked for a designer room in LA. She applied to a new VH1 show. I want to work for Diddy, and was selected to move to New York. One night she was invited to an after party where she was led back to her back room where Diddy was with other individuals, and they basically laced her, guided her down to have, her perform oral. She passed out and awoke to Diddy sitting at the foot of the bed knowing she was completely taken and that her V felt sore. She claimed that she was later invited to Combs' LA mansion where she was subsequently, abused. Thank the Lord that some of these lawsuits are actually suing these companies as well, because VH1 should absolutely have more standards for protecting these people. So these are 4 new lawsuits that have come out, all 4 of them. Collectively are coming with their first and second name and in detail, one of them even being a year 16 old. At this moment of time I don't know when these lawsuits are going to stop, but of course this particular act is closing in March. So people are trying to put their lawsuits in before them and are rushing through their PTSD to say, you know what, we need to get this filed for our own sake. When these people file lawsuits, they're filing it for their own level of self-protection. So this is some breaking news indeed. Diddy is officially facing 4 new lawsuits. His lawyers have responded saying that this is all false. It just looks like, and I don't think any of these people are even represented by Busby, so even if Busby's cases, God forbid, get dismissed because of, certain issues that he was having, there are plenty of other people who are still filing civil lawsuits being represented by different lawyers. So Diddy is still in very negative waters, no matter which way he tries to play this game. 4 new lawsuits, the first and second government names. Now let's get into who's come to speak out, and he has said that he caught Diddy kissing a powerful white man. Now my guess is Clive Davis. This is the person who I think it is immediately because Clive already came out as bi. I feel like he did an interview about it. Him and Diddy were close. He trained Diddy up literally. So I think it could be him, but potentially Clive Davis is too much of an easy response. Maybe it is somebody else, but I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy was kissing multiple white men or giving the Glock to multiple white men. I absolutely feel like he definitely was doing so because he wanted the power, he wanted the contracts, he wanted to level up in this kind of world, and therefore he had to do stuff like this. And Diddy is somebody who would sell himself in a second for any form of elevation, clearly. So I believe it as of right now is Clive Davis, but it really truly could be anybody that you know he was kissing, I believe multiple white men. Why wouldn't he do so? If he was kissing one, why wouldn't he kiss more? Why wouldn't he continue to do it? Because a part of him enjoyed all of this debauchery and this evilness that he was doing with these people because he also is just as evil. So I wouldn't put it past him to do anything. Only a week ago there were rumors about him engaging in necrophilia. Again, that in his sub would make sense to me. Let me know what you guys think. When it comes to this conversation, when it comes to Diddy, the things are not stopping. Really, these lawsuits are not stopping. None of this is going away for this man. As we're getting closer to his trial date, he's still facing numerous lawsuits. And this package of lawsuits that he's been dropped are actually not by Busby. And you know, Busby likes to drop them in successions of 4 to 7. This is by somebody completely else. So I commend these people for coming through with their first and second names. It's not easy having their names plastered everywhere. I'm sure that in moments right now, dealing with their own PTSD, you can absolutely understand that, but I think there is power in coming with your identity. With your first and second name, it gives you credibility. And you know, with all of these people coming through with lawsuits, there are a lot of people who are doing stuff just for coin and money. And I think that it is powerful for those to come forward with their first and second name. I think it's definitely appreciated, and I just want to give a hats off to those people who have done this because it's not easy. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. The Diddy madness is not stopping. Diddy madness is just going miles an hour. Every single day there is something new about this man. If he's not, you know, leaving the hospital, he's facing lawsuits and there's new court documents. Subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.